It's fantastic that we're talking today about the search and rescue dogs. They're the dogs that work with our urban search and rescue teams that crawl over the rubble to find either live bodies and indicate where they are, but also got the ability to find deceased bodies, and they're simply into retrieval. Now the dogs are special because there's not many of them. So from across Australia, they're training at Craigieburn, Melbourne, which is fantastic.
MFB are proud to host the first Australian Canine Search Specialist course here at Victorian Emergency Management Training Centre. It's been a fantastic course and it's bringing together handlers from all over Australia and New Zealand.
The canines themselves can be used obviously as part of our task force. The use is the interstate, intrastate. We have a massive storm season every year with the cyclones and the different events that occur, flooding, fire seasons, so the dogs can be used in those areas. But also they're there as part of our international deployable capabilities.
SARDA was founded in 1994, mainly focusing on land SAR, which is area search, bush searching. We had a breakthrough in 2009. We were deployed to the Black Saturday bushfires by the MFB, and from there everybody realised the efficiency and the capability of a trained search dog. For our work in the Black Saturday bushfires, we got the first canines awarded the National Emergency Medal for Black Saturday, and from that we gained Craig Lapsley as our patron. Then we applied for the Natural Disaster Resilience Fund to get 2 trainers out from the United States.
These dogs that are here this week are part of a very elite group. There are very few dogs, probably 1% of a total canine population, that can even do this. And we look for dogs that you probably don't want as pets because they're very active. We need them to bark when they find somebody. We need them to be very agile, so we like it when they jump on things and they jump over things and they climb. That's good, that's what we need, and we channel all of this energy and boldness and they end up making a good search dog.
Victoria Police are obviously the lead agency in Victoria for that, and they've now worked with SARDA, which is the Search and Rescue Dogs from Australia, based in Melbourne, and we've now got 5 volunteer operators, and they've got their dogs trained now and now certified and accredited to be part of the Urban Search and Rescue team.
Victoria Police is the coordinating body for USAR deployment in relation to the use of canine teams. Any request for USAR canine teams will come directly through our either officer in charge or our after hours supervisor. We'll get a phone call requesting the use of a USAR team, and then we'll look at who is available, what the actual task is, and who can achieve the desired end result.
So it seemed to make sense to us that in a structural collapse environment that we would engage them to coordinate the search dog activities. In Victoria, we're very fortunate to have 2 volunteer associations that assist Victoria Police with this task. Those associations are Search and Rescue Dogs Australia and Southern Cross Search Dogs Victoria.
A number of our members associate themselves or affiliate themselves with the SARDA group. So one of our members is down here, so I came down as a support, obviously for that canine handler, but also for information gathering. We've got 2 FEMA representatives here, and also we've got the representatives here from New Zealand.
The recent earthquake in Christchurch, of course, made us aware that we needed more dogs. We did have a few, but we now realise that we do need more dogs for that capability, and because of the risk factor in Christchurch and New Zealand. I deployed 3 dogs in the Christchurch earthquake personally, and we had another 4 from Christchurch and another 2 from the North Island, which was Auckland at that time. They did well in the first few days. We had a few fines, live fines, several fines, but the dogs worked well and stood up to all the training that they'd been doing over the last few years.
VEMTC provides an unparalleled training environment for the canine handlers and their dogs.
You've got the big wide open areas which give the dogs the ability to do the distance work and their agility work, but then they've also got a number of buildings which is part of a deployment. You're going to be searching through buildings, whether they be just standalone domestic homes or whether they be high-rise buildings, and then also the rubble pile. So you know, the facilities here are excellent, so they've got the opportunity to do all avenues of search and rescue.
This course is great. It's good to see the girls over from America. This is what these guys need, is to start off with the right foundation training to get them on the right level and to move on from there.
It's identified as an international specialist course within the canines. There's a number of different elements. The theory in classroom gives the two ladies from overseas an opportunity to talk a little bit about their past experiences, as well as go back to the basics for the handlers here, to care and welfare of the dogs. We've had specialist veterinary surgeons come in and do some talks, so it's covered across a very wide variety of subjects. One of the most important things that I'm finding with canines and the handlers and all the rest of it is maintaining that high level of the basic skills before you move through to the advanced.
The skills the USAR dogs need to have, they have to be agile, physically fit, they have to be high driven, high prey drive, high hunt drive, very mentally stable, and have that capacity to work all day if need be and not just give up because they've had enough for that day. To train a live find search dog, we start off with a toy, that's the dog's favourite toy. We get it hunting for the toy, and then we attach that toy to a person. We then start hiding the person with the toy, so the dog has to start hunting and sniffing out where the person is. So he associates his toy with a human being. They don't really care whether there's a person in that hole or not. They think that when they find that hole with that live person in, that toy is going to come out of that hole no matter what. And that's really basically all it is.
We teach them to expect the unexpected. We teach them, don't worry about whatever we throw at you, you can handle it, and the right dog for the job loves it.
As human rescuers, we can only achieve so much to find trapped persons with our search cameras and our sound monitoring devices. But in reality, it's the search dogs that we need. This course has tested and proven the ability of the handlers and their canines, and MFB are confident to call on their essential services at any USAR related event.
It's great to see all these new dogs that Australia's got coming out.